All right, guys, do you feel like you just do not have enough time to make healthy recipes at home that will actually help you lose weight? Well, thankfully, I am here today to share with you 3 of my favorite go-to delicious recipes that will help you stay on track with your weight loss goals and are super simple to do right from home. If you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Kelsey Rose, and I inspire and empower women from all around the world, helping them look and feel their best through simple, relatable, and realistic wellness tips. I really do love sharing meal and recipe content. It is something that I got into only really in the last year on Instagram. I saw this need for easy, quick, minimal ingredient recipes that were just actually realistic for anyone to do from home. By no means am I a chef in the kitchen. I honestly just like my meals simple and healthy. And so when I started sharing 3 ingredient recipes, 5 ingredient recipes, things that you could do literally in under 15, 20 minutes, sometimes even 5 or 10 minutes, I started getting so much positive feedback that it just encouraged and inspired me to continue sharing. We are going to begin today with a high protein energy ball. This obviously isn't a meal, it's more of a snack, but I wanted to incorporate at least 1 snack into this series because it is so amazing to meal prep at the beginning of the week and just have on hand for you throughout the entire week. A lot of snacks that people are taking to work with them or eating throughout the day are highly processed, and this is a perfect example of a quick and easy snack that you can prep and make right from home that is under 6-7 ingredients depending what you want to put into it, and literally anyone can do it. And also, if you have a well-stocked pantry, you probably don't even need to go out and buy anything. So let's get to it and make it together. First, we are going to start with our almond flour, and I know I'm going to get questions. Can you do other types of flour? Yes, you can do coconut flour, you can do oat flour. We want to put half a cup in. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the time I eyeball this recipe, but for the sake of all of you, I wanted to measure things out and make sure that we had actual measurements. The reason why almond flour is amazing is because it's gluten-free. This one is made with only almonds, so it's literally just almonds in the ingredient list. And for a lot of people, it can be easier digested versus regular flour. And of course, it is lower carb. Let's grab our protein powder. You saw me feature this in the What I Eat in a Day. It is Chuvani banana cinnamon flavored protein powder. There's only 7 ingredients in this one, which is why I really do love it and why it's one of my go-tos. We are going to add 1 to 1.5 scoops of protein powder. Next, you're going to take your nut butter of choice. I am going to use peanut butter because that is my favorite. You want to make sure that the nut butter you're using has a significant amount of oil in it. If you try to use something that's dried out, the recipe isn't going to work as well. We're going to drop that super yummy and creamy nut butter right in the bowl. Make sure, again, it is a good amount. And if it's not super runny, you're going to have to use either some coconut oil or extra maple syrup or honey to make it more creamy. I am also going to add some chia seeds. This is totally optional. Here you can add any seeds of your choice. I would recommend 1 to 2 tablespoons at the most, but again, I am just going to eyeball it and put it in here. Chia seeds are nice because it gives a good little extra crunch. Next goes the cinnamon, and lastly we're going to add 1/4, a little bit less or a little bit more depending on how sweet you like it, of cinnamon. I don't know how I did this, but I literally almost forgot the most important part, which is chocolate chips. What I would recommend actually is buying the mini ones. I have so many bags of the Hue chocolate chunks, which is my absolute favorite, but for this recipe, I would say get the little mini chocolate chips because that will be best. So now the mixture is all packed together and you want to make sure that it's not falling apart. If it is, you either need to add more of your nut butter or you can add in a little bit of coconut oil. From here, you want to take a piece of parchment paper and then you just use your spoon. You can use a tablespoon or one that's a little bit bigger. Roll it together in a ball. Do a little dance, do a little dance. And that is it. You are probably asking yourself, how is this recipe going to help me lose weight? And my answer for all of you on all of the recipes today is no food that you put in your mouth is magically just going to automatically help you drop weight. But why these recipes are good are because number one, they're sourced from whole ingredients, but number two, again, they are protein focused. So they're going to help you feel satiated throughout the day and also full. Normally I'll grab like 2 of these balls in the morning if I don't have time for breakfast, or I'll have them midday as a snack, and it is such a great alternative versus a high sugar packed protein bar or again something that's just super high processed. And we did this in under 10 minutes. This recipe is super high in protein from the protein powder, of course, and the chia seeds. Also from the peanut butter, there's a little bit of protein in there as well. It is high fiber, it is low sugar, and again, sourced from whole foods. This recipe made approximately 8 balls, but depending on the size, you can make them larger or smaller and have less or more for your week ahead. So good. Now we are moving on to some lunch inspo. Next up, we have tuna, egg, avocado, lettuce wraps. These are going to keep you full from lunch to dinner. You could even actually have them for breakfast or for dinner, literally any meal throughout the day. It is perfect. The ingredients that you will need for this recipe is some lettuce. I am using romaine. I feel like romaine lettuce is the best when you're doing lettuce cups or lettuce wraps. I have 2 eggs chopped up, a can of tuna, half an avocado. We're going to be chopping up some dill and red onion for taste, a little squeeze of mayo, and that is it. A meal prep pro tip I have for all of you is boil hard-boiled eggs at the beginning of every week. You can throw it into so many recipes as a great source of protein. And this recipe is amazing because all you literally do is dump all of your ingredients in a bowl together once you have it chopped up and ready to go. These tuna, egg, and avocado lettuce wraps are also amazing because you can meal prep this at the beginning of the week and have it sit in your fridge for a few days. If you don't add the avocado, it will definitely last all week. So do as you please and do what works best for you. All right, so we have all the ingredients in the bowl. Again, you only need a little bit of mayo because this is already a higher fat content, which by the way is amazing because it's going to help keep you full throughout the day. And it forms the perfect, yummy, creamy, delicious consistency with so much flavor. Optional, but you of course can also add some salt and pepper. There was already olive oil in my tuna, so I don't want to add any additional oil here. And now we are taking our lettuce wraps. Again, I used romaine. You can also use regular wraps, almond flour wraps, or any wrap that is higher in protein. And we take our tuna, avocado, and egg mixture and we place it within the wraps. So yummy. All right, there you have it. I made 3 little lettuce cups with the mixture. So delicious, so high in protein, so much flavor. You can actually even add in a little bit of lemon if needed. So delicious. I also actually have a little bit of a spice from the tuna. It was jalapeno flavored. I have a little bit of leftover. I will put this in the fridge in a glass container, keep it sealed, and have it within the next 1 to 2 days for lunch or even actually for breakfast. Our very last easy, simple recipe that is high protein and can be done in under 10 minutes is a chicken chopped salad. One of my favorite things to buy at the grocery store every single week is a rotisserie chicken because it is so easy to have on hand, throw in a salad for protein for the entire week, especially when I used to do a lot of training before I had my app shape. I would not have survived and not have ate properly if I didn't buy a rotisserie chicken every single week because I simply just did not have the time, which is a problem I know all of you are probably having right now as well. So I have prepared some chicken, I have it ready. You want a salad, of course, as a base. I have organic chopped kale. Another pro tip, of course, is buying a salad that is already chopped up and washed. It saves a lot of time, trust me. And we are just going to fill this bowl up with our lettuce. I like to actually dress my kale at the very beginning before I chop anything else up and massage it a little bit, just because kale is known to be a little bit hard to digest, but when we massage it in our dressing or just in olive oil, it can help with the digestion process as we consume it and just feels a little bit softer on the tummy. So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on and some lemon. There is Dijon mustard as well in the recipe, but I am going to wait to add that on at the very end. So all you need to do when you're massaging your kale, you can put on gloves or just use your hands. Make sure you wash them. And you just have to work it in. Another great tip is to remove all of the stems from your kale as well, because those can be hard to digest as well. All right, now let's get to chopping. Honestly, the key to any delicious salad is really chopping all of the ingredients up so finely. There's something about that that just makes it so much more delicious. Also, don't judge my chopping skills because, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am definitely not a professional, but I do love simple, easy, healthy, and delicious meals that are going to make us feel and look good. Similar to the energy balls, you honestly just want to use whatever you have in your fridge. I thought, to be honest, I had cucumbers, which I was going to add to this today. Turns out we ate it all, so really no excuses. Just find whatever you have in your fridge in terms of veggies and throw it on into your salad. So once you've mixed up your salad, you want to grab your chicken, dump it on in. This was about half of the rotisserie chicken breast, maybe a little bit less. I'm going to take my Dijon, and I like to mix the chicken with it as well, which is why I didn't mix it in with the other ingredients beforehand. Kale is looking super soft and massaged. I am also going to add in some lemon. Let me get my lemon squeezer. Oh, I drop literally everything. You guys don't even understand. We are going to put half a lemon on top as well, extra flavor. You can put salt and pepper up in here as well. And then we're going to do one final mix. Because the chicken was, of course, the rotisserie, it just kind of speeds up the process. You also can add beans. You really can add anything, again, last time I'm going to say it, that you have in your cupboards, that you have in your fridge, that is going to add to a delicious and beautiful chopped salad. This looks so bomb. This is our final result. I don't know if you saw, but I added in some mango pineapple salsa that I picked up yesterday from Whole Foods that also had some onions in there. That is definitely going to add some extra flavor. And there you have it, super high protein. This can be lunch, this can be dinner. It is low carb, high in fiber, and has a lot of veggies mixed in there as well. You're going to love it. Enjoy. Remember, you can make each one of these recipes your own by adding in, subbing out your favorite ingredients. And honestly, I promise anyone can do it, so absolutely no excuses, because at the end of the day, our goal is to look good and to feel good, and really all of that starts in the kitchen. So bon appetit and enjoy my 3 delicious and yummy recipes. Again, my name is Kelsey Rose. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe below and check out some of my other informational videos giving you all of the wellness tips, realistic information that you can start applying daily to see the results that you want and to feel your very best. Bye guys.